What up? It's your boy Call Me Crazy, and I just want to first thank you for tuning into this video. However, we did experience a little minor technical difficulties, and after this moment, after I do this intro, you will not see me. However, you will still hear me, and you will hear the entirety of the conversation, and you will see my special guest, 1Nescoo, the entire video. So please continue watching, like, comment, and subscribe. Five, four, three, two, 1. You are now live. Former athlete, businessman, model, fashion influencer, father of 3. Don't be a hating ass bitch.
This guy was good.
Thank you for having me, Kobe. This is fun.
Crazy game, stay crazy, sign. What up, what up, what up? It is your boy, Call Me Crazy, aka Kobe Nasir Wallace, and you are tuned in to the Crazy Talk Podcast. Today I got the catch. Today in studio, I have the one, the only. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Crazy Talk Podcast, the biggest social media athlete in the tri-state area, a 1v1 basketball phenom, a Delaware high school basketball GOAT, a new father, and in my opinion, still one of the biggest athletic prospects coming out of Wilmington, Delaware. Welcome to the Crazy Talk Podcast, Nesser, aka 1Nescoo, aka Mirity, also known as the Fahmir Ali.
My boy, got you in the building. We was trying to get this done for a little minute, and it is happening.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say, before we even get started, before we even get into anything, I want to thank you. I want to give you my appreciation for coming and sitting down with me and doing this interview.
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Thank you. I really do. And we ain't gonna waste no time. They
good.
said you're a busy man. You got a lot of things going on. As we know, you one of the biggest shakers and movers in the city, and rightfully so. Your talent speaks for yourself. It really does.
Appreciate that, bro.
In this interview, it's really gonna be like a conversation. I've known you my whole life. You know, like I've seen all of your accomplishments. So for me, this is really a conversation between brothers. Like I want them to know who Fahmir Ali is, not just the social media star that we see today, right?
Yes, sir.
So with that, you have to get into how he came to be, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with your background. I want to know how you grew up. I want to know what it was like growing up in Wilmington, what it was like coming up with an active father in your life. How did that shape your discipline? How did growing up with an active father in the household shape how you maneuver and how disciplined you are?
I say growing up with my father, especially if I like mine, that joint was major. You feel me? Like my dad, he did what he did to make stuff happen, but he also instilled the right from wrongs from me, the core values that I stick with in life, the toughness I go through with all these battles, and just the being so strong mentally. You feel me? I probably wouldn't have been able to get through a lot of the stuff I've been through today if I didn't have my dad putting that recipe in me younger. You feel me? So he instilled that in me younger, and I just carried on with it. You feel me? Grew up in the hood, you feel me? Grew up around a lot of bad stuff, you feel me? You got people doing the wrong stuff. You got people doing whatever they do to get money, you feel me? You got people trying to make their way, you feel me? It's a lot of distractions out there. My father was very strict on me early, you feel me? Put me around the top athletic guys early, playing AAU on the top circuits as a kid, you feel me? So he always kept me out of the mix, but also told me, like, I was also, like, able to learn what was in the mix, you feel me? So it's like, I got to see what was there, and I got to see that it was more than that, you feel me?
You got to sit back and see all the perspectives. He gave you that opportunity to see multiple perspectives, and then let you choose your path from there.
Exactly, you feel me? Because we was already, like I said, we grew up in poverty, you feel me? We already had that stuff that was already in our face, but he also had me around athletic programs and stuff that would maybe put me around maybe richer kids and stuff like that to keep me out of trouble. So I had a good balance of that, and I was able to figure out my path through that.
That's what the better word for it is right there, is balance. He gave you a great balance
Yeah.
in life. And that, I think that's what black men, especially, that's what we need growing up. We need a balance. We need to be able
Yeah.
to see the different types of shit and not just be driven or drilled into one thing, right?
And I feel like I'm not for that.
No, go ahead.
I about to say with that, like, cause I feel like growing up with a father is kind of like different. Like when you don't got your father, it's a big key of things that you miss out on as a man. You feel me? Like I feel like my dad was able to teach so much like early, bro. It's crazy because when I go on these podcasts, I really talk as I flow and I remember more stuff. You feel me? But
It's like opening up that vault.
yeah,
All the shit that you've experienced. Yeah.
yeah, and that's just like it's just hard because my dad wasn't like a bad father, but like some kids, the way he used to, cause like if I have a bad game or something, he might, you soft, you punk, you know what I'm saying? He might dig in my.
That's what worked for you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what I needed. You feel me? It been times where I thought like, but Dad, why you talking to me like that? Like, but the whole time he knew that this world is really tough. You feel me? If I wanted to do the stuff I wanted to do, he had to be like that with me because he was preparing me.
Right. So you would say you had the perfect father for you.
Yes, for me. You feel me?
And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is that you don't have to have a good parent, a great parent in the eyes of society to have the perfect parent for you.
Exactly.
Right. And so I want to know, because the saying goes, it takes a village, right? So I want to know, besides your father, who are some of the other big influences in your life that played hands in who you became?
I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of people know that I used to be with Biz like this. Like Biz played a big part of it. You feel me? Well, the whole Tracy gang in general, because like we was all chasing a goal. You feel me? So being around people that's that same mind as you feel me? That get it going like how you get it going. That be a motivation. Like y'all pushing each other to go farther. You feel me? So that was a big thing for me. You feel me? Being around them and staying out of trouble, and we all doing basketball, positive stuff. So that was a big thing too. You feel me?
That's different to hear, because usually when you ask someone who are the biggest influences in life, they try to think of someone older than them that touched and kind of influenced them. But people don't understand that if you're not being influenced and motivated by the people you with that's in your age and your peer group, you with the wrong motherfuckers.
You feel me? Cause like you can look up to somebody who's famous and all that, and you could try to do what they want to do. But if you got a bunch of people around you dragging you down, like telling you that idea won't work or not supporting you or not giving you the stuff you needed to be pushed to the next level, it's like all that idolizing you doing probably ain't gonna get you where you want to go. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. And so we grew up in Wilmington, like you said, we grew up in poverty, grew up in, as some people will call it, the hood. How did growing up in Wilmington, where we're from, how did that affect your social perspective? How does that affect how you interact with people, how you interact in social environments like college or like the tons of basketball games you go to, every week? How does where we grew up affect how you maneuver in those settings?
Bro, I feel like it affected me in so many ways. One's like growing up, like we all different, but we slept on. You feel me? Like the way we talk, the way we bid, our lingo, everything in Wilmington, we got a different touch that the world really ain't see yet. You feel me? So when I be going into these places, it's like I know that they're gonna like the stuff that I come with, just because I know what I come with being from Wilmington. But I also come with a chip on my shoulder that somebody might play with me because they don't know where we from. You feel me? But it ain't nothing slouch about where I'm from, you feel me? So I be carrying that with me. So it's like I'm coming in there on some, I can be cool with everybody, we can mix, but y'all gonna also respect where I'm coming from.
Respect. And I've never heard someone actually articulate it that way. Like, we know we different, and so we have to just act that way. We just have to be that way. And I've never heard someone say, they play it like a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
We should. We should go into these places and have that chip on our shoulder. Yeah, I'm from Wilmington.
Bro, like I know you want to do that shit. I used to hate when I go down there and people are from Wilmington and I'm hearing them like kind of like bash Wilmington. Yeah. Like I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? You feel me? Like that's right, not cool.
Is key example of trying to like fear of missing out on something. They feel like, because they from Wilmington and they go down there and they're surrounded by a bunch of New York motherfuckers, or they surrounded by a bunch of DM motherfuckers, they have to assimilate to that.
And I'm the complete opposite. When I go there, y'all gonna respect where I'm from. Like y'all gonna want to talk like how I'm talking, or dance. Y'all gonna want to learn how to two-step. Like y'all gonna want to do what we do, because like I feel like we got that shit. It's just we all gotta see that we got that shit. Like stop sleeping on ourselves as a whole.
For sure. Okay, so how hard was it, would you say, growing up, navigating, staying away from street culture, staying out of street culture? How hard was that for you growing up?
Bro, I say for me, like I really think it's harder. It was harder for me than anybody else, bro. Cause you gotta think like growing up, everybody know who I am. You feel me? So I'm good at when we younger, like coming up, I'm good at football and basketball at the time. You feel me?
Yeah.
So everybody know who I am. You feel me?
Filled in the fall on the sport in the winter. Yeah.
So everybody know who I am, right? Then I'm from Northside, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I got a lot of day ones and closest homies from Westside. But it's like I ain't no follower, so I'm not doing what everybody else doing. But I fuck with who I fuck with, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like for me, it was so hard because you got to think like I got all my friends down there. Like my friends start getting money 13, 14. You feel me? Like they buying their own sneaks and stuff like that. 13, 14. I'm like, I want that, but I'm like, is that for me? So it's like the temptation for the money. The girls at that time, they like the young boys that getting money early. So I had that temptation, or you had the temptation of like your friends dying. So now you might have emotions, but it's like I couldn't do it. You feel me? Because I just knew like God had a different purpose for me. So it was hard. But once I was able to like channel what my purpose was and lock into that, you feel me? I just start trying to be the difference. You feel me?
You would say it was more your will. Your will wouldn't allow you to fall into that shit.
Nah, because I knew it was way bigger than me. Even when I didn't know what was going on, I knew that life was way bigger than me. I always was special, like my whole life. You feel me? It's just on me to wake up and start like believing in myself, like not sleeping on myself,
And that's
not
what you
doubting
had
myself.
to have within you.
Exactly.
That's not something somebody can teach you regardless. You had to have that in you.
It's like I had it in me, but I had to find it. Like being around, it go back to like being around certain people. Like I think really found it when I went away, went to prep school, and it was like rough out there. You feel me? You just had to grind, wake up, work out 4 or 5 times a day. Your living conditions might be terrible, 4 or 5 bump bigs in the room. So like now on this route, I started to discover a whole new me. You feel me? And then that's when I already knew it was bigger than that. But now it was like, all right, this joint really bigger than me because I just started seeing stuff I ain't see before.
Okay. And so as a youngin, when was that moment, that click where you said sports is my passion? This is what I want to do with my life. This is how I'm going to be able to be successful. When was that moment?
It's crazy because like I had a weird twitch with it because like growing up, like let's say from like 9 to like 14, I thought I was gonna be the one. You feel me? But then I get the Sallies, and then they start playing a little funny. My minutes start getting weird. The politics of basketball start going the wrong way. So now from that 15 to 17, 18-ish mark, it's like I'm kind of lost. Like I've seen people kind of like take my confidence away, take my dreams away. So it's like now I'm not even fucking with basketball and shit like that. Like how I use it, I'm not feeling like myself. But then I gained it back 12th grade year to where like it was like, whoa, like I'm doing this. I got my first offer 12th grade summer. It was like I got a chance. I'm the type guy that all I need is one yes to get me where I need to go. You feel me? So all them no's ain't matter. I got that yes. So I really say 12th grade is when I really got that spark.
So you wouldn't even say you was a youngin. You would say you was at a mature adolescent to where it clicked for you, and you was like,
bro, because you gotta think, bro. At a youngin, I was sleeping on myself, like no weird shit. I was so good at what I did that everybody kind of like try to like tell me be humble or tell me like be quieter or tell me like you feel me or try to like make me be quiet with my talents. You feel me? Or make me feel smaller about myself. So it's like that was kind of weird because now as I get older, I'm realizing, wait, all the people that's confident or really being who they want to be without worrying about what people them the ones who win in their life. You feel me? So once I got in this YouTube world, we're going to fast forward how I got there. But once I got to the YouTube world, it was just like, I unlocked a different confidence in myself that people couldn't take from me. You feel me? And now I'm doing it in front of everybody. You feel me? The world seeing what I'm doing now. So it's like, I've been could do this, and I just believe in myself now even more to like a whole nother level.
Yeah, and you kind of started going into it because that's where we're going. We're going right into your career now. One of the most, I would say, as they call it in sports, one of the most decorated careers that there is. I would say coming out of Delaware, you really do have a lot of accolades coming from Wilmington, and you were only 20, 24?
Yeah, 24.
It's crazy. So
Thanks.
how would you say sports added to your life? What did sport add to your life?
I feel like sports added the life to my life. Like without sports, it's like I wouldn't even know how to deal with certain situations. Like it was situations that sports put me through It helped me become a better man at life. You feel me? A better man or better person. So I'm gonna be forever grateful for sports because like that's how I learned everything. That's how I met my bestest friends. That's how I've been on the best trips. That's how I made the most money. So it's
Talk
like,
more about that. Talk more about, give me like a scenario where you realized this is life and this is adding to my life so much. Like it's fulfilling me. Give me a moment where you felt that.
all right, I feel like a moment I felt that it was like I'll give you a recent moment. Like now, life, I always tell myself I got all these plans and all these goals for myself and I'm gonna be a young boss. It came to a point now where like I had to make a decision on from basketball. I had to make a decision on whether I'm gonna keep doing this or I'm gonna say no to this and make somebody really pay for the price that I want
Right.
to come play. You feel me? Or I'm gonna keep moving every time somebody need me. Like say you need me there, I'm gonna move for a little 2-3 grand or but nah, like I'm way bigger than that now. I'm not moving for that no more. And life taught me that. Like I learned that through sports. You feel me? I gotta stand for something or fall for anything, you feel me? But I have to do that myself first. Like sports really taught me how to believe in myself all the way around the board. You feel me? It's like I grew up fat. You feel me? I grew up like skin acne, all that. You feel me? So it's like I grew up with jokes and everything threw at me, but it's like the sports helped me find my true self. You feel me? And then allow me to really be super confident in whatever I do. You feel me? So now it's like the basketball made me so confident in life. It's like nobody could tell me nothing.
And like you said earlier, you were all around athlete at one point in time. You were football, you were basketball. You were the quarterback on the football team. You was the point guard on the basketball team. So when did basketball take the main focus? When did that become center stage? At what point did that happen?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got to Mount 10th grade year, and they had a quarterback there, and I knew that we'd have been way better if I played quarterback. You feel me? I'm thinking that I'll stay down because they wanted me to play wide receiver and safety. I'm thinking I stay down 1 year at safety. I meant at wide receiver, they're gonna let me play quarterback next year. You feel me? So I get there 10th grade year, I go all conference wide receiver, all this and all that. But next year, like I'm really trying to play quarterback or I'm not playing. You feel me? Because like at this point in time, I'm good at basketball. You feel me? I'm gonna go to school for free regardless. You feel me? So it's like, I'm gonna play, do what I want to do, or I'm not gonna do that at all. Which is another lesson that sports taught me. You feel me? Like I'm gonna do things my way. You feel me? If not, you feel me? Like,
if not, what are we doing?
what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of people end up playing positions they don't want to play, and then they end up falling out of love with the sports, and that's all because of coach. Like,
because they suffered in that silence.
You feel me?
Sticking up for themselves and their craft.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So that's something you just had in you, even in high school. You was, I'm not going, and now I'm going to focus on what's focusing on me, and that was basketball.
Yeah, because I feel like I always had it because I always knew I was the man. Like, even if everybody, like, try to front on me or, like, people try to throw me in the dark and all that, like, black bum, whatever you want to do the case, I'm still going to feel like the man. Like, if you take my gram away, all that, you can take all the money away, all that, bro. I'm going to still feel like the man, you feel me? So it's like, I felt like I quit football. I'm still the man. I don't care about this, you feel me?
And did focusing on basketball, did that make you that much better in basketball? Now that football is not more like no more like a distraction, it's kind of you have your full focus on basketball now. Did that turn you up?
It definitely turned me up because it's like I had no choice but to spend more time on one craft. You feel me? I always, like, a wise man once told me, like, you can't be laser focused on more than one thing at the same time. You feel me? So it was kind of like the time I was spending with football and wasting around, not even playing a position I wanted to play, was just wasting time when I could have been using that time to get better at basketball the whole time.
So, do you think living in Delaware, do you think that at all stifled how big you could have been? Like, how we view you here in Delaware is the atypical D1 basketball player, the atypical NBA prospect. Do you think living somewhere, maybe down south or maybe more northeastern, do you think that would have, put more eyes on you, put the right eyes on you so that you could have taken off even more?
Yeah, because I feel like now I took off late. You feel me? I took off from the YouTube and all that. But I feel like if I was in like I grew up playing like even a Philly, New York, LA, you feel me? Just a bigger marketplace for basketball because, like, you got to think, coaches come, they'll ride through Delaware, but ride past to go to Philly. Or, like, they're not going to stop in Delaware because, like, everybody downplays Delaware so much they act like it's no talent here, and then the people that is good in Delaware they get good and then they leave, which I don't understand. You feel me? So it's like the politics side of it. Delaware was just never somewhere coaches want to come. So I definitely think that if I was somewhere else, I probably would have got there easier. I want to say I would have been bigger because I'm gonna be big regardless, but it would have been a little bit easier, a little less wrestling to get there. You feel me? But I feel like I'm also a firm believer that they're gonna come get you. Like if you that's why even though it took me longer, even though it took me longer, it's gonna last longer, but they still found me. You feel me? I'm a big person. Like my goals don't got no clock on it. You feel me? I ain't rushing to get where I need to go. Long as I get there, I'm cool with that. You feel me? So I took a little longer, but now y'all see I'm who everybody talk about now. You feel me? So it's like they still gonna come find you if you good and you don't give up.
That's actually the next question I had. I'm glad that's how you answered it, because how did being rerouted, as someone would call it, so many times, in your path, how did that kind of shape you? How did that kind of make you a better player? Talk about all of that. Talk about how, the way your process played out shaped who you are.
I mean, for one, it all shaped back to how I told you, like, my dad always told me, like, the route was going to be harder for us. Like, and this is something that he still from me so hard. Like, when he used to, excuse my French, like, after a bad game, he really say, you bitch ass nigga. Like, I probably couldn't eat a meal and shit like that. Like, he was really on that. But he always just tell me, like, I'm an Ali. Like, your battle's going to be hard. Like, it ain't going to be easy for you. Ain't nobody going to give you nothing. So it's like, I put my head down onto my goals, and my goals really is just being able to financially take care of my peoples comfortably, like comfortably. And once I locked into that, it was like my dad had already prepared me for adversity. You feel me? I already been through the tough times, so it's like I'm gonna get told to no a couple times, but I'm not no punk. That's not who I was raised to be. You feel me? I'm tough. You feel me? So as long as I ain't being solve and I don't quit, something good is gonna happen eventually. You feel me? So that's what that journey took me to. It's like I'm becoming tougher. I'm learning new things. I'm getting more wiser as I go through. So I might get told no, but it's like this no just helped me get ready for when they tell me yes. You feel me? So I just been using them no's to get sharper and to get better at my craft and stuff, and then eventually things start going my way. You feel me?
And so it's like the common theme I'm hearing is it's a mindset thing.
It's definitely a mind. Everything's mine, bro. I got shot 8 times and didn't cry. It wasn't because like I'm that tough. It was just like I'm telling my mind like we okay, we okay.
And that's crazy, because literally that's what's here. When you got shot, what was the mindset that allowed you to not only recover so well internally and so fast emotionally and mentally, you fucking did it physically. You was back on the court in a week or two. How was you able to do that?
Bro, it was definitely more than a little weak, but bro, it's just like the way we was, bro. This all go back to how I was raised, bro. Like I'm really a soldier, like not even on no like soldiers. Just like I'm not letting nothing break me. You feel me? Like I now see that it's kids that's gonna be in my shoes that didn't have, like I didn't have nobody to look through, look to, or look up at when things got rough. You feel me? But these kids gonna know like Ness went through that. He kept going. Ness did that and he kept going. You feel me? Ness even got shot and he kept going. So I just in my mind when I was getting shot, I'm like, why is it happening? But at the same time, I'm saying, nah, this ain't the time. We gotta get through it. You feel me? I'm keeping my mind, making sure everything's straight, and it's just all toughness, bro. Like you gotta really lock in when you go through adversity, bro. All that's adversity. You feel me? You can't let adversity knock you over. You feel me? Cause you ain't gonna be able to get what you want to get out of life.
And you've always talked about kind of the unorthodox process and unorthodox situations that has happened along the way. Getting kicked out of college, did that shake your faith? Did that shake like maybe I'm not doing it right? Maybe maybe I need to focus more. What did that do? Like how did you feel after that?
Man, I know, like with me, bro, I really knew, bro. Like when I got kicked out of college, I knew it was because like it was the politics. I knew they was hating on me, bro. I knew it wasn't my gameplay. You feel me? My freshman year, I led my team in scoring and assists. You feel me? Sophomore year, I got kicked out 4 days after hitting a game winner, bro. It wasn't like what I'm doing on the court is not working. My grades is good. I ain't have no grades lower than a C. It's like the stuff I'm doing is working for me. You feel me? Because in my head, I got somewhere that I want to go. You feel me? And I already, once I got my mind on my goals, it's stuff that I'm planning that got to get done like this for me to get there. You feel me? Why would I listen to the stuff you telling me if I know that don't end where I want myself to end at. Like if I'm listening to what you telling me to do, I'm gonna be a GA or a coach. But in my head, I'm thinking I can get paid 6-7 figures to play basketball. You feel me? So I'm thinking to do that, but you never did it before, so you're gonna try to shoot me down and try to make me little myself. But I'm like, nah. You feel me? Where I come from, we take risks. Like, you know what I'm saying? The right risk gonna make you a champion. You feel me? So I ain't really worrying about quitting or none of that. I'm more so like, fuck it. If I don't do it their way, and I do got to go back home and they kick me out, and I'm going to go back home, I'm going to start at square zero, I'm going to get where I need to go, with or without whoever. So I just double down on myself. A lot of people be scared to double down on themselves, and that's where they get stuck in the shell, and they be miserable even where they at. And I don't want to be miserable. I'd rather be peaceful doing what I want to do than be somewhere miserable doing what somebody tell me to do.
And what would you tell kind of the young niggas from Delaware coming up? Like, you didn't allow that to shake your faith. You didn't allow that to fuck with your mindset. You knew it was a politic. You felt the politic. You saw it with your own eyes. So, because I feel like a lot of them are not going to understand that there is a politic. No matter how good you are, you could be the best coming coming on the court. But just because you're the best talent wise, doesn't mean that the politic is going to work in your favor. So what would you tell the younger generation to kind of maneuver that and not let that knock them off course?
Well, one, I would tell them come be a fest boy. Like me and my mans, we done started a fest boy. It's all about manifestation and stuff like that. And we train kids on the court, but also mentally for stuff like that. You feel me? But
Fest boys.
Yeah.
How we spell that?
FEST, like manifestation, just the F. Yeah, just straight. Yeah. So boom, I just tell them like, one, you gotta listen. Like I've been around a lot of you Delaware youngins now, and y'all really hard here. You feel me? A lot of us. I was like that before too. We think we have the answer. You feel me? But we really don't. You feel me? So you gotta learn how to be a sponge. Take what applies to you, and then if it don't, let it rush. You feel me? Also, you can't be so in your feelings. You can't take everything so personal. You feel me? Coaches is making decisions that they think is the best for the team, and that's what they're going to do. At the end of the day, you just got to keep grinding, keep working, keep trusting, pray to God, you feel me, and have faith in what you do. And as long as you keep doing that day by day with no rush and you got patience and you don't quit, something's going to go in your favor, you feel me? You just can't let stuff you can't control knock you off your pivot. That's going to trick you out your spot.
And so this year alone, 2025, you have gone through a lot. How have you been able to stay on track with that? Because like we've talked about your mindset, we've talked about the things that your father has instilled in you. What have you instilled in yourself? What have you created in order to deal with adversity now at this point in life?
I just say I created a machine. Like I just made myself a machine. When I go through pain or when something don't go my way, I got a coping method, which is either working out, going to the gym, or something like that. And I use that pain and push that pain into becoming a better me. You feel me? So it's like you could let the negative stuff that happened to you knock you off. But what's gonna happen to that? That's like going back to being taught growing up to be tough. You feel me? If something don't go my way, for example, like when I got shot, you feel me? If I was to just be like, oh, I'm done playing basketball, like I'm not even gonna try to get back, that's soft to me. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if I got shot 8 times. That's soft to me. You feel me? Like,
not even try.
You feel me? Get up. All it is therapy to get back. All you gotta do is get back. So I just take that mindset with everything, bro. I just feel like if you don't do as a human, as you, him, kids, whatever, grown people, if you don't do what you want to do, you soft. Like you just soft. Cause like at the end of the day, what's stopping you from doing what you want to do? What you care about with the next man? Why you care about what he said? What is he going to do? He ain't getting you no money 9 times 10. Everybody that you see around here is going to be here 10, 15 years from now.
Right.
So it's like you got a shot while you young to do something special. If you got something on your heart that's telling you to do something, you getting that sign from God to do it, go do it.
Right.
Whoever ain't with it, fuck them, literally.
Fuck them. And so like you said, you've created different lanes for yourself. You've created different avenues for yourself. Talk about kind of a newer lane in your life. Talk about your music. What got you into being an artist? Was this another way to transform your pain? Was this another way to create an outlet for yourself? How did that come about?
Bro, this is another, like, I always wanted to make music, bro. Okay. Like, I always wanted to make music. I always wanted to play basketball. But when I was in school and stuff like that, coaches used to hate that. They used to hate that I used to come in the gym playing my music, or they used to hit, bro. My sophomore year, we used to walk into our games, the whole team with my songs on the speaker. You feel me? So it's like coaches hated that. You feel me? So they try to knock that off or say, yo, your music, bro. One of my coaches really told my music trash, knowing it wasn't trash, bro. Like they really thought that I wasn't able to make music and play basketball because they thought I'd be distracting. But no, everybody can't do that. But I can. I spend a good amount of time in the stew. Like I'm the type of person where I could go in the stew from 12 to 7 in the morning, go to sleep from 7 to 9, wake up, go to the gym, eat, go to the gym again, take a nap, and then go to the gym again. Like I can do stuff like that because I'm really wired different. This is the body that I built. But I know that, but coaches didn't really know that. So the music was just like something I always wanted to do. Like I want to bring all the spotlight to Delaware, you feel me? So if I'm good at music and I'm good at sports and basketball and I can bring as much light
that's just
here,
another lane that you swerved in, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it as.
Right. Okay. And so, like you just said there, they don't feel like you have the ability to stay focused. You don't have the ability to do both or what is it? Multitask. What would you say? Do you have to be super locked in it on every talent in order to to better it, or can you go with the flow? Like you just said there, you're able to multitask. But for like the young guys coming up, how do you expect they should go about it?
For me, I could do that because that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
I wanted to play basketball and I wanted to make music. Like I genuinely could see myself making millions from both of them avenues. You feel me? So I take both of them 100% serious and I tackle them both ways. I say for the youngers, you got to figure out what you really want to do. You feel me? Figure out what you really want to do and be hungry to be the best you can at that. You feel me? And once you do that, everything else is going to take care of itself.
Okay. And how has becoming so big, like there's no way around it. You're popular. You're famous, some would say. So it's like, how has that fucked with your relationships? How has that fucked with your friendships? Are you able to still have those close friendships with the people that you've grown up with and that you've known and you've met along the way? Have you been able to have those close romantic relationships where it's not like a I want something from you type of thing? How has that kind of affected your personal life?
I mean, now that I'm in the spotlight now where everything is starting to look how it is and be how it is, you definitely got some people that's going to come around trying to like sneak around, be around for benefits, try to use you for what they can use you for. But I'm pretty smart at like sensing them kind of people out, you feel me? I'm very wise, I'm real mature. I see stuff like that coming from 10 steps ahead, you feel me? So I know how to navigate around the nonsense and the malarkey with that. But as far as like personal relationships, I'm still cool with everybody I was cool with growing up. I still come through the hood, say what's up to the hood when I'm around. I still, if it's runs in the summertime in the hood, 24 Park, I'm still gonna pull up, you feel me? When I'm in Delaware, I still work out at the local YMCA, the little center. Like I still stay humble so I can still stay connected to the people so they don't never feel like I changed on them, you feel me? So I just stay 100 around the board. Everybody stay 100 with me, you feel me? I feel like if I fall out with somebody, it's gonna be because you start acting different.
Right.
I already know I'm gonna be big. I know I'm gonna make, like I already seen all this coming, so I know how to act with this, you feel me?
Right.
I'm never gonna change. I'm gonna always stay solid, stay loyal to who loyal to me, and I'm gonna fuck with who fuck with me. So if we fall out, it's gonna be because somebody else felt the way or they start moving different with me.
Right. And earlier you kind of talked about, like the influence that the relationship that you had with the whole Tressie fam, how and Bones, how that kind of builded y'all all up. Y'all, like, it wasn't just a thing for you. It wasn't just a thing that built Bones up. Like, a lot of y'all are big now, like in the craft that y'all have. So how would you say those relationships, because people kind of think, because I don't see you around that same person that you was with 24/7, that is different. And that might not be the case. The case may simply be you have grown so much in your craft and in your passion and in your own lane, and they have grown so much in their own lane that there is time, time and distance type of thing. So how would you say that kind of all of y'all growing and being so prominent in y'all spaces, how has that affected kind of like the optics of the relationships? Because like you just said there, you still fuck with everybody you've been fucking with. So how has it changed the optics, from the outside looking in?
I feel like on the outside, like from the people on the outside, they're definitely gonna say whatever they say. Being though that when the situation happened with us, I was the one on the lower income side, like he was had way more money than me and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They're gonna assume that I was hating or I was trying to leech on, trying to crab. When if you know me, bro, that's not me at all. I would say that it was a point in time where it might have looked like that Tracy's was elevating at a higher pace than me because like I was getting kicked out of school and shit like that, and it might not align at that time. You feel me? So
that's exactly at that specific.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It might didn't align at that time. Later on down the line, it might come back, but you got to think it was like everybody was already D1 and pro and on their way to NBA or whatever the case, G League, whatever the case may be. And you just had me like trying to figure it out, but. From the outside, you might have people saying he in the streets or he got kicked out of school. He can't get right. They don't know what's going on with me. You feel me? So it's like it could have been a misunderstanding. You feel me? And things do happen. People grow at their different rates. You feel me? They grow and caught on and got on quicker than I did. You feel me? And all I could do is stay in my lane and run my own race. You feel me? So that's what I did. They went and did what they did. I did what I did. You feel me?
And I think people understand that. I think just in the aspect of social media, people like to forget that. Life ebbs and flows. Relationships ebbs and flows.
Bro.
Processes ebb and flow.
It's life. You feel me? Like you might get to a point where like yo, homie that you grew up with your whole life, y'all might outgrow each other. You feel me? He might be on this and you might be on that. But
and that doesn't mean he didn't grow and you didn't grow. Y'all just outgrew each other.
God had a plan for all of us. You feel me? It might not align for us to be together around that time.
Right. Absolutely. And like we just talked about, those public perceptions. As an athlete, how has the public perceptions, has it helped you grow or has it hindered, kind of how you grew?
Bro, it helped me grow so much because like now it's like anybody can say whatever and I don't care. It's like I got a shield to it because like, bro, after these games and after these videos, it'd be so much nonsense of people talking. Like say you beat somebody, favorite player on the YouTube scene, his fans might be in your DM talking crazy. So it's just like, it got its pros and cons, you feel me? At first, I was like, yo, why these niggas talking? These niggas don't even know me. Like, y'all don't know what I do. I'm over 5 like, y'all. But then it's like, fuck them. We ball regardless. They can't stop what we got going on, you feel me? And that's what I got used to, so.
And I would say, I know the type of nigga you are. I feel like now, it's kind of a laughing thing.
Exactly.
Like, niggas in your DM, bro, I don't know you. You going off on a nigga that probably don't even know you. I'm doing my job.
Exactly, you feel me? And that's what I started to adjust to. It helped me grow as part of that. And like, certain shit don't matter. Like, it can't phase me.
Right. And so this kind of segment is going to be you kind of looking back, talking to that younger self. But first, before you talk to your younger self, if you could talk to your younger self, what do you think that they would say to you? Not what would you say to them. What would your younger self say to Fahmir today?
I know he'd probably troll, be mad, like, not even be mad, he'd just troll, like, nigga, you ain't make it. It's like, nah, but you doing your thing now. Like, he really proud of how I did it, because realistically, I made my own lane. Like, I'm getting paid real money now from doing something that was not heard of, bro. Like, that's why it's like, my younger self would just be smiling, chill, we'd just be bad, having a good old time, laughing about how they tried front on us, and we still made our way out of it. So, it'd be lit if I could do that. Actually, talk to my younger self, it'd be crazy.
And you've, like you said, you literally just said you've made your own lane. Like this is unprecedented. No one from where we from has done this. And this is just now getting prominent. Like what you're doing is just like you're helping build the prominence of what's going on the YouTube basketball shit.
Exactly.
So, what would you advise basketball players in high school today, anywhere? What would you advise them to do? What would you advise them to think? What would you advise them their actions be to create their own lane? Whether it be the NBA, whether it be like you said, G League, whatever your lane is going to be. How do you think they should go about creating that for themselves?
I feel like it goes by you gotta become what the people want. Like whether you want to go to college, you gotta put in that work that it takes to make it to college. Like, you gotta put in that work that's required to make these coaches come want to see you. You feel me? So if you want to get in college, you got to be up before school working out. You got to do what the high school team do. Then you got to find a real personal trainer that's going to like individually take your skills to the next level. You feel me? You can't just be going to group workouts and just BSing around and just wasting your parents' money. You got to really take it serious. If you're going to do one-on-one, you got to be confident. You feel me? Yeah. You still got to work on your game because this one-on-one scene now is very serious. You feel me? It's a lot of real hoopers in there. It's hoopers that really could have played somewhere else. But they could have played like the G League or NBA anywhere, overseas, anywhere, but they didn't have the same hand or the politics might not have been on their side. So the one-on-one scene, not no slouch needed. I just feel like all basketball players, if you really want to do this, if you playing basketball right now and you don't want to do this in college or after high school, I really feel like you should stop wasting. Stop wasting your time. Do something that you really want to do.
I would say that's the same for football. If you're not into it, there's no reason to do it.
Not for the girls, not for the highlights, not for the social media. Like, you just wasting time on stuff that you really could be
figuring out who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you are serious about basketball, lock in, you feel me? Get as much work as possible. Listen to the people that did it. Be a student of the game. Take all that in and be in the gym, you feel me? And be confident. A lot of people be in the gym so much, but get on the court and be nervous. You got to trust yourself, trust your work, have swag out there.
Right. And the younger guys, the young niggas, they ain't the only people you can give advice to.
Nah,
what would you say to the old heads who still got game? Because there is some old heads who still got game. And as you seen on there, like, it be 40 balls on there. It like, niggas range in age. So what would you say to an old head that got game, but they don't have that confidence, like you said?
I got old head in Baltimore right now. Shout out Terry Hosey when it's come out. He still play one-on-ones to this day. Competitive. Get paid to come out. Still do his thing. Got his own platform. So I feel like
at a high rate.
You feel me? If you old, it don't matter. You feel me? Age never matters. It's all about your mindset and how you go about things. If you old and you still want to do something, whether it's basketball, music, school, whatever it is, you just got to put your mind to it. And basically, be an old person. Like, fuck with, if you old, you shouldn't be worrying about what nobody else saying.
Yeah.
You feel me? You should just figure out what needs to be done and do what you're trying to do and get it done. You feel me? It's never too late. It's always time. As long as you breathing, you can see the next day. You gotta try. Put your head down and go grind.
Right. And so looking back over your whole process, over high school, shit, Little League, AAU teams, college, 1v1, anything. Looking back, which part of the process do you think you would do over if you had a chance?
I'm definitely doing high school over, and I'm doing college over. Cause me knowing what I know now, high school wise, I probably would have stayed at Sal's.
So different.
I wouldn't have left. You feel me? Even though I ain't play as much freshman year as I wanted to, I feel like if I'd have stayed down and thug it out, like how I know now, I wouldn't have tricked myself out of that spot. Like, I would have stayed down there. Graduating from Sal's give you a little bit more buzz. You feel me?
On that transcript. Yeah.
You feel me? You can get to any more college. So I definitely would have stayed down with that. And then when I got to college, like, I would have been a little bit more patient on rushing college. Like, my dad, when we got my first offer, you feel me? It was from Radford. That he was so big because they were the first person to offer that he wasn't even trying to give like other schools a chance. You feel me? And I wouldn't have did that. You feel me?
And that's just that where we're from. Like, they had that pride. Like, nigga, they called you first.
Exactly.
Stick with them.
Exactly. Right. And sometimes that might not have been the best decision.
Okay. And like we said, you had an unorthodox path. These guys coming up, what advice would you give them if their path is starting to look like yours? Like, say they're getting their first offer in the summer of senior year, and they're kind of feeling down about that. You didn't feel down about that. That was your foot in the door. What would you say to them if they're feeling down about that? They're coming
about their first offer.
Yeah, or coming too late, or maybe not getting any interest. Too late. What would you say to them?
Just keep going. It's really nothing you can do, bro. If you got your mind and you want to go to college. Like, now you got prep school, you got JUCO, you feel me? So you got a couple options you could do before getting all the way to that full university, you feel me? So if it's looking slow by the time you better graduate and all that, I say you got to do more, you feel me? You got to get stronger, you got to perfect your jumper, you got to really tighten up all these things that matter to get to the next level, because a lot of people down here be arrogant without doing nothing.
Without doing the work.
Me, I did everything and I was still humble, you feel me? A lot of people down here did nothing but want to be like somebody owe them something. Nobody owe you nothing. At the end of the day, a college coach don't got to give you nothing, no matter how good your mom think you is, your brothers think you is, your family
no
think you is.
How good the hood think you is.
None of that matters, bro. You feel me? You got to do what a coach wants you to do. So if that's, you can't be smoking on Instagram, stuff like that, like being in parties or posting guns, posting middle fingers, stuff like that. You can't do that if you want to go, you feel me? You got to tighten up all that.
Tighten it up, right.
So you got to do is just tighten up and lock in on your craft, and everything else literally going to take care of itself as long as you don't rush it. You got to have patience.
Right. And so what would you say your end goal is with all of this? What would you say your end goal is with basketball? What would you say your end goal is with your music and with your social influence? What is it all going to culminate into in your eyes?
Bro, I don't even know how to put it in words, because like I feel like what I'm looking at is something way bigger than what anybody believe, and it's way bigger than what anybody from Delaware ever seen. You feel me? So with the music, like I look at myself as like a Rich Paul. Like, that's how I want to be. It's all said and done. Like, I want to be like a Rich Paul, like CEO, agent, music
Yeah,
industry
no,
kind of guy.
everything.
You feel me? So it's like I want to be able to music, make enough money to where like I can start my own record label, but base it off majority of artists from here. You feel me?
Right.
But be able to have them connects where I can get them in arenas and get them real deals and get them real money and
So
stuff.
it's kind of like giving back.
You feel me? That's all. I have my opportunity to go. You feel me? I feel like I cheated out of it, but I want to like push the people next to me, and I still want to push Delaware. Like I throw party and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like everything I do now is to just enhance Delaware and embrace. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's all I want to do with the basketball. I want to end up like I want to actually start a non-profit foundation. You feel me? End up getting a gym, getting a spot where like we can come get these athletes. You feel me? And they could be under my guidance. You feel me? All the athletes.
The Fest Boys is kind of the start.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is all this manifestation. You feel me? It's already in play. So all that is not even just athletes, bro. I just want the youth. You feel me? I want the youth to be able to have a place where they can work on their craft, work on their talents, and feel safe. Like if you come from the hood and you might want to have your hoodie on today, I ain't gonna take it out of you. You're just gonna be respectful. You're gonna do what everybody actually do.
Right.
You're going, you know what I'm saying? Like I want these people that come from where I come from to be comfortable chasing their dreams without feeling like it's a limitation to it.
You want it to be relatable. You want
feel me?
motherfuckers to feel, like you said, comfortable in who they are, and that them being who they are can still get them to where they gotta go.
Exactly.
Right.
That's everything I push now. You feel me? Because a lot of people, we have the talent, we might lack the resources, or we might lack like the opportunity. You feel me? So that's all I want to do is give the youth or whoever need them the opportunity and the resource to be the best person that they could be, and whatever they want to do.
Okay, and that kind of wraps up, you know, the exclusive interview, right? That kind of wraps up everything that I feel like they should know, because that gives like the whole globe of who Fahmir Ali is. That's who you are at your core, like that mindset, that swagger, that confidence. That's who you are. That's what I knew growing up. So it's like this ain't no fucking facade
at all.
Like this is who you've always been, and you can see like even though when we were younger, we were young and we were less mature. You can see you stayed with the person who you were as you matured, and I fuck with that. I don't give you feel me. That's how I am. Yeah. I'm not changing the core of me for nobody, for nothing. You feel me?
Cause I be just looking at people like who, like I don't care if you got, I don't care if you got 10 million. I don't care about none of that, bro. When you die, you can't take none of that shit with you, bro. So it's like you human, I'm human. Who the fuck are you? Why I gotta act a certain way for you or act like kiss your ass or none of that? I ain't doing none of that. Right. If you gonna take me how I am, or somebody else will.
Somebody else will. And so, kind of ending all that off, you know, about your personal life. You're a new father.
Absolutely.
You're a new father. You had a daughter, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and when was she born?
December 1st.
December 1st. That was a couple of days ago. We are shooting this on December 7th, and he's here right now, still working, still grinding. So, how does that feel? Just talk to me a little bit about that. How does that feel, your first child?
I just feel like it's time to even go even harder. Like a lot of people see how hard I've been going, but I feel like it was even more stuff that I could do, you feel me? So now that I got a baby girl here, it's like she got to grow up with everything I never had, you feel me? And I got to make that happen by any means. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to feed me and mine, and I got to crank it up even more. Like people that I was doing a lot now, I done ingested the father time, and I'm ready to go harder.
Ready to go harder. Like you said earlier in the interview, your main goal is to live financially free, comfortably. You want to do it at a comfortable way, and that goes for, for your child as well. Mm-hmm. I see nothing but greatness coming. I see nothing but greatness. I see you instilling these same cores in your child. I'm sure you'll have more. So once you get your boy, I know he's gonna be on the field.
Bro,
he's gonna be on the court.
When I first got the news that I was gonna be a father, bro, I was praying it was gonna be a boy. Oh my God,
he was ready.
I feel like I need that girl first. She's gonna be like the little boss to keep everything under control and shit. So it's definitely cool and shit. And it's gonna make me learn different shit. I was so tough and like so not having feelings and shit. Like she gonna make me a little bit softer that I need to be.
Absolutely. And so to close this out, we have a little segment and it's called Game Time, right? And it's just a quick couple game questions. All your opinion. You can frame it however you want to. But the first one here is top 5 Delaware basketball players from your generation.
Okay, from my generation?
Yeah.
Top 5 Delaware so does that mean my generation is like a couple years before
anybody?
A couple years
before, a couple years after.
Alright, so I could see I'm gonna say me,
Right.
Biz,
Okay.
Dante.
Yeah.
I couldn't see. I didn't get to see too much of Elena Deladon, so I'm gonna leave her out of here.
Okay.
You feel me? But Rob Wright, he a little bit younger than me. And I ain't gonna lie, like there's so much. Because if Kramer didn't get injured, it would be Kramer. Like he had an offer from Ohio State freshman year. Like nobody was doing that. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it to the little Gigi. Like like she young, she probably gonna be the next thing to Elena Deladon. I like giving it to young people, so I say me, Dante, Biz, Rob Wright, and Gigi.
That's a great five. Okay, next is your top 5 1v1 opponents. Top 5 opponents you play 1v1.
Top 5 I played or would like to play.
Top 5 you've played.
Top 5 people I played, definitely Moon, Scoob, Nas, Zay, and I say Cam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now, like you said, you like to give it to the younger guys. You like to shine the light on them. So give me top 5 up and coming basketball players coming out of Delaware.
Out of Delaware, top 5. I'm gonna go with like college or high school.
You can do college and high school. You can do both. Yeah.
All right, so top 5 coming out of college. I mean, he's in college now. I'm gonna start with Aiden. I can't say his last name, but he go to Temple.
Okay.
Aiden, he's like a 6'6" forward guard, wing guard, whatever you want to call it. 6'6" athletic can play. I'm gonna go Aiden. Go Rob Wright again. You feel me? At BYU, probably the best point guard in the country. If we go in middle school, I go little Juju and EM. Count them as 3. They probably the hottest 8th graders that's gonna be going in
high school.
Gigi and Amori, girl wise, and Amori. You feel me?
Oh yeah, Amori. Yeah.
Yeah. All city and. Yeah, you got Munchie, you got Tookie, you got
get them all in there.
You got Munchie, Tookie, you got Lil Joseph from Dover, you got Ja Duval out there in the Western Athletic Conference. You got him playing. You feel me? You got some guys, and I'm sorry that I can't shine a light on all y'all because I'm getting a little brain, what's it called? But they gonna come to my name early. They gonna come to my mind a little bit later and be like, oh my God, I was going to say him too. That's crazy.
Okay, and lastly, 5 players from Delaware that you need to see one-on-one. You need to see them in a 1v1 game. Who is those 5 players you want to see?
Bro, if I'm being honest, bro, it's like I don't really think it's nobody down here that I want to see, bro. I really feel like down here I'm over everybody.
Okay.
Like, I feel like if it's somebody that want to see me and the money makes sense, we gonna make it happen. You feel me? So whoever a motherfucker think better than me is who I want to see. But it's like right now I feel like can't nobody see me right now.
Yeah.
Like
at least me right here. Yeah.
I don't even want to put nobody in that category with me.
Okay. And that kind of wraps it all up. That's the end of game time. That is the end of what I like to call the book of Fahmir. You just got it all.
Yes, sir.
And you gotta listen to this one. You got to pay attention to this one.
Y'all gotta listen. It's a lot of wisdom. It's a lot of Jews in this. My man got some good shit going on. It's only the beginning of what he got going on. Absolutely. Y'all gonna see us both all over
everywhere.
Y'all just gotta tap in early, man. Get it while you can.
Yeah, get it while you can. And like you said, Delaware, we only can make it bigger. We can't get no smaller. We gotta keep going. We got to keep going up. And like I said at the beginning, I truly, truly appreciate you. I thank you for coming on the Crazy Talk podcast. It is your boy, Fahmir Ali, one of the GOATs, one of the greatest.
Yes, sir.
And it is your boy, Kobe Nasir Wallace, a.k.a. Call Me Crazy. And this is the Crazy Talk podcast, and I am signing out.